Welcome to the American Entertainment Media on the History Channel.
I'm Barbara Watson.
And I'm Peggy Carter.
Yesterday, a 1944 American newsreel was found in an abandoned movie theater. Newsreels were used during World War II to gain support for the war effort and to encourage the purchasing of war bonds.
As you know, World War II started on September 1st, 1939. However, the United States didn't have military involvement until December 8th, 1941. They were on the Allies' side after the attack on Pearl Harbor led by the Japanese. Before this, they claimed to be neutral, but this was not the case. They sent supplies under the Lend-Lease Act to the Allies' side. They did not do this for the Axis powers.
On June 6, 1944, the Battle of D-Day occurred at Normandy, and the newsreel found was made just after this battle. Let's take a look.
The Allies' power showed total domination against the Nazis on June 6. The Battle of D-Day was the largest sea and air invasion man has ever seen. Of the total 195,000 troops, there were 52,000 American troops. These men showed America's bravery, integrity, and spirit as they marched into the battle. The Americans fought alongside of the British and the Canadians. Our goal of D-Day was to get a strong foothold in Europe and liberate France from German tyranny. There were 7,000 naval vessels. We, the Allies, sailed into Normandy, France. Our ships followed behind minesweepers. The Americans arrived at the beaches coded as Utah and Omaha. The British sailed to Gold and Sword. The Canadians went to Juneau. The sea invasion was coded by General Eisenhower and the leaders of our allied countries as Operation Neptune. They originally planned for this battle to be executed on June 5th, but due to weather complications, it was changed to June 6th. With the rough seas, the German ships weren't prepared for an attack, and the Allies slipped past unnoticed. The ships arrived before dawn, and the troops were on land by 6:30 a.m. The battles at Utah, Gold, Sword, and Juneau were easy, with little German resistance. Omaha was the bloodiest battle. In order to confuse the enemies, our generals devised a diversionary invasion coded as Operation Fortitude. Because of this, there was only one ineffective German counterattack. The Germans tried to prepare themselves. We are just too smart for those pin-brained Nazis. They lined coastal bluffs with bunkers made from concrete. They buried mines on the beaches, and they placed boat-snagging barriers in the sea along the beaches of Omaha and other places they suspected to be the location of the upcoming battle. Omaha Beach was mined, and many Americans suffered, but their honor lives on. The following troops were more successful. We had 11,000 planes destroy German communication and transportation networks. There were more than 13,000 paratroopers flown down from the bases in southern England to a peninsula in France and 925 C-47 airplanes. We dropped 200,000 tons of bombs in France. It damaged Germany's ability to reinforce beaches. Within a month, more than 1 million troops landed in Normandy. By August, we had freed France from the Nazi possession. After D-Day, Germany faces a two-front war, one side containing the French, English, Americans, and Canadians, and the other side was the Soviets. We have dominated France, and the Soviets are traveling in on the east. The battle was coded as Operation Overlord. It is the beginning of the end. We ask of you to please support us and purchase war bonds to help out our soldiers. Hello, America. I'm Irene Hooper, here to interview two prestigious young captains that witnessed the Battle of Normandy, or D-Day, firsthand. These soldiers fought bravely and have amazing stories to tell. Here we have Mr. Nichols, captain of the 116th Infantry Regiment in the U.S. 29th Division. He was raised in the great state of Michigan. Hello, Captain Nichols.
Hello, Irene.
So if you don't mind, would you please tell us your stories of Normandy from your boat?
Oh, boy, was it a beauty. I could just feel the righteousness surging. I just felt like having a rousing discussion about truth, honor, patriotism, and yelling to the bloody Nazis, God bless America! You know what I mean?
Yeah, wow, you, sir, are very patriotic.
Well, why wouldn't I be? I joined the U.S. Army for Pete's sake. Everything about America is amazing. And, to be honest, I also wanted to beat the crap out of those Nazis.
Well, thanks for your wonderful leadership. We wouldn't have won the battle without you. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience on the war front?
Well, let me tell you. So there I was, on the Omaha warship. The clouds and fog hung over the ocean, and the air tasted of metal. The ocean was a mysterious black, and it looked almost as tar as the boat ripped through the surface. Suddenly, I spotted an outline in the sea. Land! Oh, the adrenaline was coursing through my veins. I suited up and had prepared for battle.
Wow, weren't you at all nervous?
Please, Irene. I'm on the offensive side. There was no room for being nervous. Now, if I was fighting for Germany, I would be crying like a little boy looking for his mother. But that's beside the point. I have American blood coursing through my veins. No fear. Overall, the entire experience was amazing. I had chocolate in one pocket and bread in another. Nothing was stopping me. We crushed those Nazis. We were the boot. They were the ants.
Interesting metaphor. Can you explain?
An ant has no quarrel with the boot.
Well, it was a pleasure for you to come out and visit us today.
I'm sure it was a pleasure.
Oh, well, thanks a bunch.
A bunch! Well, that reminds me of a simpler time. It's my...
Sorry, time's up. Thanks again.
Yep. Bye.
Now, please welcome Captain Lestrade from the U.S. 88th Airborne Division. Hello, Captain.
Hello, ma'am.
Can you tell us what it was like fighting in the Battle of Normandy, the largest airborne battle in history?
I can truly say that it was an honor to participate in that battle.
What was your reaction when you first saw Omaha Beach?
Well, to be honest, I was completely frightened. My feet were glued to the floor. My gut reaction was flat. However, when I saw those beaches, I knew that I was fighting for the right cause. My country, America.
And how did you feel coming out of the battle with a victory?
I knew that I was blessed from the Lord above. However, I'm sorry to say that my best friend, Bubba, came out of the battle with very bad injury, and he needed an amputation.
I'm so sorry, Captain.
No need to be sorry. Thank you, ma'am. But it wasn't your fault. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I was fighting for America, and not many people get the opportunity to say that they did something like that. However, anyone who supports the troops and the war efforts are all heroes. Just remember that.
Thank you, Captain Lestrade, for your touching experience.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me, ma'am.
You're welcome.
There is nothing more thrilling than watching true American history.
I couldn't agree more, Peggy. I'm Barbara Watson.
And I'm Peggy Carter, signing off.
Thank you for joining us on the AAM, only on the History Channel. Yesterday, a 1944 American newsreel was found in an abandoned movie theater. I said abandoned.
Action.
Oh, it's my line! Yesterday, a 1944...
No!
Action.
On June 6th...
Action. No, your head's cut off.
Give me my ring!
In 5, 4... No, now it's blurry. No,
Done. Last, all you want was
something. So there I was on the Omaha Warship.